So what is the difference between the words that versus which in California law? We often find in California statutes the word which. However, over the last few years, I've noticed that the Office of Legislative Counsel here in California is in the process of usually deleting the term which and replacing it with the word that. Now, should this be done in all instances? As a general rule, bill drafters are actually encouraged to use the word that, not preceded by a comma, to introduce what they call a restrictive clause. And in these states, bill drafters are instead instructed to use the word which, preceded by a comma, to introduce what they call a non-restrictive clause. So what's the difference between these restrictive and non-restrictive clauses? Basically, a restrictive clause or phrase limits or identifies to which several possible things or ideas the clause or phrase refers. As a result, the restrictive clause is essential to the meaning of the sentence. On the other hand, the non-restrictive clause or phrase provides some additional or parenthetical information about the idea or the thing to which the clause or the phrase actually refers. Now, some states specify that the clause that comes after the word which or that will determine which of these two words that they are to use in a statute. So in these states, if the clause is deemed to be essential to the meaning of the sentence, then the bill drafter should use the word that. However, if the drafter could basically drop the clause and leave the meaning of the sentence intact, then in those states, the word which should be used. Again, the traditional approach has been to use the word that with restrictive clauses and which with non-restrictive clauses. Again, other states simply don't make any distinction between these two words. But in California, again, the general rule has been to repeal the word which and replace it with the word that.